All right, today on the channel, we're going to unbox another guitar here. This is a Epiphone Firebird that I got in the mail here. So let's check it out and see what this one has to offer. All right, everyone, welcome back to the channel. Today, like I mentioned, we're going to be unboxing this Epiphone Firebird here that I ordered. If you recall, I did a video the other day with an unboxing of a Carina Explorer 1958 Epiphone. That one is going back. I'm returning that one. I just didn't jive with it. I've always wanted a Firebird and seen a lot of good reviews and stuff online. I always wanted to try one, and just in my area, I've never been able to see one. I did try the ESP or the LTD Phoenix, which is very similar, and I did like that one, but I wanted to get an Epiphone just because I've seen that they're so good. If you want to skip all the unboxing and everything, there should be a skip ahead button below where you can go right to like the sound demos and everything like that. So for those who want to see, I'm about to unbox it here. Now, I know I don't have to do this because, again, it's Guitar Center, and regardless if it's damaged or not, they'll take it back. But I just want to do it just to document like how their packing process was. Now, this one came from Pittsburgh, Pennsylvania. Actually shipped pretty quick. It left Monday and it's Thursday, and I did not pay for the extra shipping. So that's pretty good in my opinion. It does make me a little nervous. This box is pretty light. I think the Firebird only weighs like 6 or 7 pounds, but there is no case. The guy told me on the phone there is no case, so I'm a little bit curious to see how this one is wrapped. So far, here's what it kind of, I don't know if you can see, it's in this like weird, like foamy bubble paper here, which seems to be good. See how they wrapped it. Okay, that's pretty good there. More bubble paper. Oh, it's wrapped. Interesting. Okay. Hopefully I can get this thing out. Oy. Alrighty. Oh, just put it here. Second. That's a lot of bubble paper. Anything else in there? Nope. Okay, good. Put this down. Let's see what we got here. That's a pretty decent job. Looks like they wrapped it. I'm gonna have to go. They wrapped it like this. Now he said that it was in. Let's see. What's the best way to? I'll just go this way. He said it was in pretty good shape. He said that it still had the plastic on the pick guard. Again, it did not have a case. Oh, wow. That's nice looking. Cool. No headstock damage. Okay. And here we go. There she is. Wow, this is a lot smaller than I thought. Like, I've been hearing. I'll get rid of this. I heard Firebirds were like, big. Like I was expecting it to like be out to here, but it's actually not that, that big. It reminds me of my SG. Yeah, I mean, I can get my hands all the way around the neck here. Oh, okay. Yeah, he's right. The plastic is still on the pick guard. So let me put it down here. It's kind of an interesting reverse headstock there. Make sure I have it good. Okay. All right, let me bring you in here for a close-up. So it looks pretty good. I don't see any dings or anything on it. Looks nice. Headstock's good. You can see somebody put like the pencil lead on here. These strings are old. Man, they're like, that's like rusty strings on here. Well, I anticipated this guitar coming, so I bought new strings. So before I do any sound demos, I'll definitely be changing the strings on here. See if I can get you around the back. Okay, there we go. Nice back. Yeah, really nice. Still has the plastic on the cover plate here. Nice neck, got those stripes in here. I think this is I don't really know how to read Epiphone serial numbers. I thought I was told that it's like the first 2 numbers of the year. So if that's correct, that's a 2022. So this thing's only probably almost 3 years old. Oh, no scratches, dings, dents. Feels really nice. So cool. Okay. I wonder what kind of strings are on here. I mean, again, they're really old. Really old, but let's see if we can get you in on the side here. It's pretty nice. Got those cool Firebird pickups. Again, I'm super curious on this thing, so I will definitely be plugging this bad boy in. Definitely some Lynyrd Skynyrd vibes with this thing. Channeling my inner Alan Collins or my inner Johnny Winter with this one. So definitely looking forward to plugging this in, change the strings, and then get going. The fretboard looks pretty dry too. Probably polish that up. And that's kind of the thing, you know, that's, call it the price of research or whatever. Whenever I get a new guitar, I did the same thing on the Karina. I always put new strings on it. I don't feel it's a fair evaluation to play unless I have it set up the way that I play. So I'm going to do that, and then I will get to the sound reviews. So let's do that. All right, here we are. Welcome back now for a little sound test here. Again, before we continue, I do just want to let you know, I still haven't figured out the issue with the iPhone, you know, external microphones and everything. Again, I tried it when I was making this video, and it sounds completely terrible. It's all warbly. I still can't figure out what the difference is, why it's all jacked up now. So I am having to use the actual microphone on the phone itself. So if I sound far away, I am about probably 3 feet away from the camera. But I do have my amp turned on, and you should be able to hear it. So if anybody knows what happened with the iPhones and why when I plug in an external mic, you know, it's fine for voice. It'll record my voice fine, but as soon as I hit a chord or something, it immediately like goes warbly or something. It doesn't happen on the regular mic speaker here, you know, on the regular iPhone mic, but as soon as I plug in an external mic, no matter if it's wireless or wired, it just completely just trashes the sound. So if anybody has any input on that, please let me know. So back to this thing. Before we kind of dive in, I just wanted to show you, I've seen a lot of videos, you know, of these Firebirds. One thing I don't really see, and I just wanted to show you guys, is kind of like perspective, meaning like when you're watching a video and someone's demoing it, I never really know like how tall they are, how short they are, what does it look like. You know, obviously you can see what it looks like on me, but you don't have any perspective as far as like how tall or how short I am. So I'll stand up for you here in a minute. I'm only 5'9". I have very small hands, like I've said in many videos, but I don't have a problem grabbing this neck. So I'll show you kind of what it looks like. And again, just for some perspective. So again, I'm 5'9". You know, the guitar, it is a big guitar, but it's not overly big. I have short arms and short fingers. I don't have any problem really, you know, I could definitely play this thing on stage if I needed to. It's got great fret access all the way up here. Unlike my Les Pauls that I have to kind of turn it on its side and do one of these. It's not heavy at all. This probably weighs maybe a half a pound or so more than my SGs. So I was kind of shocked by that. And now, again, there's no neck dive here, which is really cool. It is a big guitar, I'm not gonna lie. I mean, it's not, you know, tiny like an SG, but it's very comfortable. It does have this little body cut in the back here. So it is very comfortable. I've never got to play one of these in real life. I've never seen one at a store. Like I said, the closest I ever got was one of those LTD Phoenixes. But this one, you know, again, just to give you some perspective, so no matter how much shorter than me or taller than me you are, this should give you some kind of baseline, you know, as far as what you might look like wearing one. Again, like I said, I'm 5'9", so definitely not the tallest guy in the room, but also not the shortest. So my first impressions of this thing, again, I was pretty blown away because I thought it was going to be a lot heavier, you know, by seeing it on YouTube, seeing it online, just looking at it, it just looks like it would be a heavy guitar because the body is so big and the headstock is like, I mean, it's freaking huge. This is a 2022 model. And again, you know, I would say, I mean, it's got these, I dare not say mini humbuckers. I've watched enough YouTube videos to know, don't call these mini humbuckers. They're not. They're Firebird pickups, right? They're exclusive to the Firebird. They're not mini humbuckers. They're not regular humbuckers. I'm just going to call them Firebird pickups. That's the easiest, you know, way to do it. They have their own special thing going on here. But as far as playability, you know, again, it's really nice. I'm just using some kind of regular crunch tones, kind of when I make videos. You know, this is the same tone I used on the Explorer video that I made a little while ago. So it's the same kind of thing. If you're not familiar with that one, I'll put the link in the cards, maybe somewhere around here or over there. But it's the same tone that I used for that, but I can definitely hear a difference. I can definitely hear a difference. It's way more trebly, I guess, you know, especially compared to that Explorer that I had. So I will change a couple of tones here, but that's the bridge pickup. So here's the two together. Let me go back to the bridge and do the same. So here's the middle. And here's the neck. So again, nice sounds. It sounds pretty good. It definitely gives me some Alan Collins, Leonard Skinner vibes on this one. So that's just a regular crunch. I was curious to see what this thing would sound like with my like 80s metal tone. So I'm going to put that one on here real quick. Okay. Turn up the volume a little bit. It's got nice harmonics. Let's play the same kind of thing that I was playing in the other video, just so you can have an example. So again, it's got great harmonics. Again, it's not bad at all. I really think it's a cool looking guitar. you know, for the price. I mean, this was a used one, so it was like 500 bucks, which I think is a great deal for one of these Epiphones. It's built really nicely. I mean, it's got a great color. I really like it. Is it for me? I don't know. You know, again, this, like I said, this is the first time I've ever got to play one of these in real life. I've seen them all over online and everything, but I've never really got a chance to play one. But it is quite comfortable. You know, I definitely am enjoying playing it, but I don't know if it's a keeper or not. I think you have to be a, you know, a special kind of person to play Firebirds. I think that's why so few famous guitar players play them. I mean, of course there are, you know, famous people that play them, but there's definitely more people that play SGs, Les Pauls, Fender Strats. This one is kind of, you know, you got to be the right person to want to play one of these. Again, it's a very cool guitar. I've been enjoying it. Let me give you some, see if I can get some clean tones on this. Sorry about this. Again, it's hard to do when I have to record like this. I don't know if you'll be able to hear this. Turn this up here. Oh, I forgot to turn that up. Let's see. It's got great resonance. Like, let me turn the volume down so you can hear it. I think it sounds great by itself, you know, without any. But here it is on the bridge pickup with some clean tones. Whoops. Here's the two of them together. And the bridge. So with the bridge pickup, definitely sounds like more farther away. I would say my favorite would definitely be the bridge on a clean sound. Not worthy to play that. But yeah. It's got nice, really nice sounds. Let's go up here. I love that chord, the way it sounds. So that's it. Again, I don't know if I'll be keeping it or not. It's just, again, I think you have to be a special kind of person to like a Firebird. There's nothing wrong with it. Back to the crunchy tones. A little bit loud there. I think you have to be a special kind of person to want to play these things. It's not for everybody. You know, I kind of dig it. You know, on a scale of 1 to 10, like I was saying in my last video, my Les Pauls and SGs are like 9, 9.5, 10, most of them. The Explorer was like, I think I said like a 5 or a 6. This is probably like a 7 or an 8 on that. You know, it's definitely better than the Explorer. It's unique. It's its own shape. It's its own sound. And, you know, but it just may not be for me. But I definitely recommend checking one out if you have the means. You know, if you have them in your area, check one out, definitely. I think this would be great like for blues and stuff. It's really great for any genre, but, you know, I can see why Johnny Winter and, you know, Lynyrd Skynyrd and those guys used them. They're pretty cool, just may not be the guitar for me. I wonder too, I mean, I wonder how much this whole neck through thing, I wonder how much it really affects the tone. You know, if you really get that difference in tone versus say a Les Paul or an SG. I don't know, but the other thing I did notice about this actually does go out of tune quite often. It's kind of annoying too to have to retune this all the time. It does go out of tune, especially the low E. I mean, I don't know if that's just because, you know, the strings are really long, especially, you know, the low E. I mean, this thing, you know, you barely get a couple wraps around, you know, you really don't have to cut that much off when I was changing strings. Now, this thing did come with 10s. I mean, the guy was right. You know, it does still have the plastic on the pick guard. I mean, it's in beautiful shape. You know, for $500, it's really a good deal. When I got it though, I did have to do a setup on it because the neck, I mean, was like, it was backbowed pretty bad. There was a lot of buzzing going on around here, and the strings I believe were 10s, but the back bow was just insane. When I did the relief, there was like literally nothing. I couldn't even get any size feeler gauge under the low E, and now it's, you know, it's probably at about, I set it at about 6 thousandths for relief, and now it plays a lot better. Again, it definitely, I do like these pickups. They're pretty interesting. But yeah, it does go out of tune a lot. I would say that's a con for me. I don't know if that's all Firebirds, but this one, I definitely have to retune it a lot more than I have to retune, you know, my SGs or my Les Pauls. Again, I don't know if that has to do with the length of the headstock or what. And these are brand new strings, but they've been on here for a couple of days, and I've been playing this thing like crazy. So it's definitely not that they're new strings, and it's really not any of the only other one, you know, the E goes out of tune pretty bad, and then usually the B string does go out of tune. Not as bad as the E, but it does go out of tune. So I do have to pretty much retune it. If I play like a whole song, especially with a solo, I definitely have to retune it after that. Now that does happen sometimes with my SGs and stuff, but they don't go out of tune nearly as bad as this one does. So again, that just could be, you know, bridge. It could be some, you know, the tuners. I mean, who knows? But that would definitely be one con. But the pro of this thing is it just looks really cool. Definitely easy to play on stage. I could see my shoulder. I've been playing a lot standing up, and I do have a shoulder injury. I tore my my trap muscle here about 7-8 years ago, and you know, if I stand up with my Les Paul for too long, it really hurts. But this one, same. That's why I started getting into SGs. This one too, same thing. I don't have really any pain. I've been standing up playing this for probably about an hour and a half, just kind of going through my song list and, you know, just practicing and playing along with songs. And I really don't have any shoulder pain. So, you know, if you're a smaller guy, a little bit like me, this might be definitely something to check out. But I'm curious if any of you guys have tried a a Firebird. If any of you, I see so many comments of people that like them. I'm curious to see people that had them and didn't like them. You know, why didn't you like it? Is it the shape? Is it the, you know, is it too big for you? Like, what are the reasons you didn't like it? So definitely let me know in the comments. And I appreciate your support. I appreciate you watching the channel. And again, sorry about the audio. Until I can figure it out, this is the best I can do. So, all right, well, that's it. I appreciate you watching, and we'll see you in the next one.